Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My voice is a bit weak because I'm sick. I apologize for that. So, today I want to talk about something that we all love, free time. You know, that magical part of the day when you don't have to think about work, school, or responsibilities, and you can just be yourself. So, what do you like to do in your free time? That's the question we often hear in small talk, job interviews, or even when we meet someone new. It's such a simple question, but the way we answer it can say a lot about who we are as people. When someone asks me what they like to do in their free time, I usually take a deep breath and say, well, it depends, because honestly, my mood plays a big role in what I feel like doing. Sometimes I'm in the mood to stay in and chill, just relax, do nothing, maybe lie on the couch, scrolling through my phone, or watch a show I've already seen 100 times. We all do that, right? There's actually a phrase for that: binge watch. It means to watch multiple episodes of a show in one sitting. Example, I binge watched an entire season of Friends last weekend. It's one of those guilty pleasures that feels so good but leaves you thinking, okay, maybe I should gone outside today. But then there are days when I just want to get out of the house, stretch my legs, and move around. I am not a huge fan of sitting still for too long. I start to feel restless, so I might go for a walk, meet up with friends, or even take a short trip somewhere nearby. Actually, one of my favorite things to do in my free time is going for walks, especially in the evening. There's something real peaceful about walking when the sun is setting, the air is cool, and people are just finishing their day. Sometimes I listen to music, usually something upbeat to keep my energy up. Or sometimes I listen to podcasts. I like podcasts where people talk about life, motivation, or travel. I find it inspiring to hear how others live, what they struggle with, and what makes them happy. Speaking of music, music is a huge part of my free time. Honestly, I can't imagine a day without it. I listen to music when I wake up, when I shower, when I cook, and when I'm walking somewhere. Music really sets the tone for my day. Sometimes I listen to something energetic like pop or dance music to boost my mood. Other times, when I'm feeling calm or thoughtful, I go for acoustic or lofi music. You know what's interesting? Music can totally change your mindset. If I'm feeling lazy and play something energetic, I suddenly feel like cleaning, dancing, or even exercising. And by the way, there is a nice phrasal verb, zone out. It means to lose focus on what's happening around you because you're deep in thought or enjoying something. Example, I zoned out while listening to music and didn't realize an hour had passed. That happens to me all the time. Another big another big part of my free time is reading. I wouldn't say I'm a bookworm in the extreme sense, but I do love getting lost in a good story. There's something magical about opening a book and suddenly being in a completely different world. Sometimes I read fiction, especially stories that take me somewhere new, maybe a fantasy world or a love story in another country. Other times I read self improvement books, things about psychology or communication. Those help me understand people better and myself too. A nice expression here is curl up with a book. It means to sit or lie down comfortably and read. Example, on rainy days, I love to curl up with a book and a cup of tea. It sounds cozy, right? Now let's talk about hobbies that involve movement, because not everything I do is calm and quiet. I like to dance, not professionally, not in a class or anything, just dancing at home. Sometimes when I'm cleaning, I turn up the volume and start dancing around with the broom like it's a microphone. There's this phrase, let loose. It means to relax and behave freely without worrying about what others think. Example, after a long week, I just want to let loose and dance to my favorite songs. That's exactly how I feel sometimes. Dancing helps me release energy and just be in the moment. Plus, it's a good exercise. You don't even notice how much you're moving because you're having fun. Sometimes in my free time, I like to learn something new. I am one of those people who enjoys personal growth. Whether it's learning a new language, watching educational videos, or trying to a new recipe, I love that feeling of progress. There's a phrase I really like: pick up a new skill. Example, during the summer, I picked up a new skill, photography. It means to start learning something new, often by yourself. Recently, I've been trying to pick up a few cooking skills. I'm not a master chef, but I like experimenting. Sometimes the food turns out delicious, and sometimes, well, let's just say it's a learning experience. Another thing I do in my free time is spending time with animals. I have two cats and they keep me entertained all the time. They're funny, sometimes naughty, but they always make me smile. And if you have pets, you'll understand they really become part of your daily life. Even when I'm tired or stressed, spending time with them helps me relax. By the way, there's a cute idiom for this. The cat's out of the bag. It means to reveal a secret. Example, I wanted to keep my travel plan secret, but my friend let the cat out of the bag. Of course, it has nothing to do with real cats, but it's fun to know. Sometimes I spend my free time just thinking, reflecting on life, setting goals, or writing in a journal. Writing helps me organize my thoughts. I write about what happened during the day, what I'm grateful for, or what I want to achieve next. It's a peaceful routine. There's another great phrase for that: clear your head. Example, I like journaling because it helps me clear my head. It means to get rid of negative or confusing thoughts. Of course, not every free moment has to be productive. Sometimes I just like to hang out with my friends, go for coffee, chat, or walk around the city. Hanging out is one of those super useful phrasal verbs you'll hear all the time. Example, do you want to hang out after work? And there is another one, catch up. Example, I haven't seen you in age. Let's catch up soon. It means to share the latest news and updates with someone you haven't seen in a while. When I catch up with my friends, we talk about everything: work, family, funny things we saw online, sometimes for hours. It's like therapy, but free. Now, when it comes to outdoor activities, I enjoy being in nature. There is something calming about fresh air, trees, and the sounds of birds. If I could, I'd spend every weekend somewhere green, maybe camping, hiking, or just sitting by the sea. A phrase that fits perfectly here is get away from it all. Example, sometimes I go camping to get away from it all. It means to take a break from the busy everyday life and relax. Even a short walk in the park helps me recharge. I think we all need that sometimes. A little escape from the noise of the city and the constant rush. Sometimes, when I have more free time, like during holidays, I like to travel. It doesn't have to be far. Even discovering a new part of my own city feels exciting. And there's always something new to see: a cafe, a bookshop, a quiet street, or an interesting building. There's a phrase for people who love to explore: wanderlust. It's a strong desire to travel and explore the world. Example, ever since I was a kid, I've had a serious case of wanderlust. Traveling teaches you so much. It opens your mind, introduces you to new cultures, and sometimes makes you appreciate your own life. Another fun thing I like to do in my free time is watching movies, especially in the cinema. There's something special about the big screen, the sounds, and of course the popcorn. When I can't go to the cinema, I just watch at home with snacks, jelly beans, or chocolate. Here's a good phrase: kick back. Example, after a long day, I like to kick back and watch a movie. It means to relax and do something easy or enjoyable. Sometimes I watch comedy, sometimes romantic dramas, and sometimes documentaries. It depends on my mood. I think movies are like little windows into other people's lives. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that free time isn't just about fun, it's about balance. Life can get stressful, and free time helps us stay sane. Even small things like drinking tea slowly, watching the rain, or talking to someone you love can make a huge difference. There is a nice idiom that fits perfectly. Take it easy. Example, I've been so busy this week. This weekend, I'm just going to take it easy. It means to relax and not stress out. I think we all need to take it easy sometimes. And if I'm being honest, there are also days when I don't do anything special. You know, those lazy Sundays when you wake up late and somehow the day just disappears. Yeah, those are part of life. Sometimes doing nothing is exactly what your body and mind need. There's an expression for that too. Take a break. Example, you've been studying all day. You should take a break. When I look at all the things I like to do in my free time, like reading, walking, music, dancing, spending time with friends and my cats, writing, watching movies, I realize they all have one thing in common. They make me feel alive. They remind me that life isn't just about working or chasing goals. It's also about enjoying small moments. There's a beautiful phrase. Make time for yourself. Example, no matter how busy you are, always make time for yourself. Because in the end, you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself. So, what about you? What do you like to do in your free time? Do you prefer quiet activities like reading or watching movies, or do you love being outdoors, surrounded by people and movement? Whatever it is, I think the most important thing is that you truly enjoy it. Free time is meant to recharge your soul, not to stress you out. So, next time you get some free hours, don't waste them scrolling endlessly on your phone. Do something that makes you smile, something that makes you feel like you. Alright, that's all for today's episode. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you picked up some new words and phrases along the way. And remember, free time isn't free, it's a gift. So spend it wisely. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and don't forget to lose times. And if I made any pronunciation mistakes, you can point them out in the comments. I can make mistakes sometimes too. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.